Hello and welcome to the Lesbian Lounge, a podcast for the girls who like girls. I'm your host and your resident lesbian big sister, Juliet Taylor, and I'm here to answer your guys' questions, give advice on your dilemmas, and of course, chat about your wildest lesbian dating stories. So grab a drink, get comfy, and welcome into the Lesbian Lounge. Hey besties, how are we doing? You know what was weird last week? I listened to the podcast with someone else for the first time. Not the whole episode, just probably like the first 10 minutes. Lucy and I were driving somewhere and I was like, oh, my microphone's moving away from me. Rude. And I was like, have you listened to the podcast yet? And she was like, babe, it's Thursday morning. It came out at midnight. When have I listened to it? And I was like, I don't know. Should have woke up at midnight and put it on. So we put it on when we were driving somewhere. And it was really strange, like, because I obviously listened to it when I edit it, and I always like put it on in my car just to like test everything. Obviously I don't skip 25 minutes because the sound cut out that one week, but I'll start doing that. That's what Jill's for. She listens to the whole episode at like 8 a.m, so I know if it's okay. But it was strange, like listening to it with someone else. I was like, oh my God, like that's my voice and you're listening to my voice. And like loads of my friends, like, I love when they text me like the little like, you know, when like it comes up at the bottom of your phone, like what you're listening to. Like when people send me that and it's my podcast, I'm like, that's my face and that's my name and that's my podcast and you're listening to me talk on my podcast. What the hell? It's crazy. It's just so wild. That was a tangent and a half to start the morning off with. Wow. How are we all doing? Are we good? I'm feeling cute and cozy. I feel like all I've done the past few weeks is wear cozy loungewear to the podcast, and I'm so here for it. It's cozy season. It's literally, what's it, the 12th? 13th. It's the 13th of November, guys. Thursday the 13th of November. And it's not too cold. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's cold, but it's not freezing, which I'm kind of here for. But I'm loving the cozy lounge sets. And I've literally just spotted in the corner of my eye. You know how I keep saying, oh, I wonder if Jill's bought us anything else for the studio? She has. And it's Christmassy. Guys, Jill's bought us a pink and red Christmas tree covered in bows. How does she do it every time? Like, how does she just hit the nail on the head? Like, we had our Halloween ghosty, and then now we've got our Christmas tree. Like, this is the Lesbian Lounge Christmas tree. Maybe we just need to, like, draw a pair of tits on it. Like, she just gets it. Thanks, Jill. What a queen. Like, what an ally, what an icon, what a queen is Jill. We love it. We love Jill. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, guys, this Sunday, we're having a little bit of a lesbian meetup at the Tyne and Weir derby. Eek! So, Newcastle woman versus Sunderland woman, and it's going to be a show. Like, we're currently, like, 7th and 8th in the league, I think, so we're very, like, tight. Does that make sense? Like, we're probably playing like a similar game if we're a similar place in the league. I haven't really been keeping up with Sunderland. Obviously I have Newcastle. Yeah, so I'm taking Lucy and her mum and my mum, so it's going to be fun. Lucy's mum was like, I feel like I might just like combust as soon as I walk into St James's Park. And I was like, okay, don't come then. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been to the stadium of shite. No, I'm joking. I have. It was for an England match though, so I feel like it's allowed. It was not for a Sunderland match. Even though at the Raven, Lucy's bar, we have to watch the Sunderland matches because they put them on in the bar. But they do put the Newcastle matches on, and I do convince Lucy to put on the Arsenal women's and all the women's matches when they're on as well. Even though, right, how bad is this? So the other week, I'm like, oh, let's watch. I can't remember who it was. It was Arsenal, Liverpool. I can't remember. It was Arsenal. And I was like, let's put it on and watch it. Lucy puts it on. Maybe like halfway through, a man comes up to the bar. Oh, can you put on like Wolves and Grimsby? Like, who the fuck cares about Wolverhampton or Grimsby? Not me. And she's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll put it on. And I'm like, babe, I was watching that. And then I had to sit and watch fucking Grimsby. Who the fuck even knows where Grimsby is? Not me. So that was an experience. But yeah, we're going to watch the Newcastle and Sunderland women's play. I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't been to a women's football game in ages, even though I was literally at one a few weeks ago. I was at the England-Brazil match at Manchester at the Etihad Stadium. I just love football. And there is a really exciting project coming out next year that's all to do with me and football, and I can't wait to tell you about it. But I can't right now. That is literally all I can say. I probably wasn't even allowed to say that, but lips are sealed. Lips are sealed. Anything else to update you all on before I get in trouble? No, I don't think so. Life is good. I'm feeling happy. I feel like I'm thriving at the moment. I do have another really exciting update, but you know, sometimes when you don't want to speak too soon on something, I'd rather wait for this thing to have like 100% confirmation that it's going to happen for me to tell you about. So I'm going to, again, keep the mouth sealed, but there's exciting things coming, basically. I've been chatting with a guest from Canada to come on the podcast. Hopefully we're getting another I Kissed a Girl start on the podcast next year. So there's always big things coming, always things in the works for the Lesbian Lounge. So just keep listening. You know what I was thinking the other day? And I know I speak about this all the bloody time and you're probably sick of it. But just the fact that like we started this podcast as nothing, with me having no idea if anyone was even going to listen. We've been through so much of life together. Like, you've literally gone through it all with me. Like, breakups, relationships. I'm trying to think what else we've done. Like, we've moved studio. We've got better equipment. We've just done so much together. And sometimes I think, like, oh my God, I just want to, like, delete all the episodes and just start from, like, last week's episode when it's, like, exactly how I want it to be. But then I thought, isn't it so special that we can say we've done this journey together? And some people can say like, oh yeah, I've been a listener since day one. And like, we've been on this incredible journey together. So I'm not going to go off on a tangent because I always do that. But I love you guys. I don't think there's anything else to update you all on. Just thriving. Me, my mum and granny went to the Ravens ABBA night the other day. We had a little party. And oh my God, so Lucy's brother is seeing somebody at the minute. And I was like, we need to make the TikTok. Have you all seen it? Where it's like, who are you? I'm Pam. Who are you? I'm the owner of this house. I was like, I need to make that with her. And she came to the ABBA night and we were dancing together all night. And I was like, will you make a TikTok with me? And she was like, yeah, of course. So we're going to make a TikTok. And I'm so excited. So it'll be like, because it was mine and Lucy's 6-month anniversary yesterday. Eek! It'll be like when the girlfriend of 6 months meets the girlfriend of like 3 weeks. Who are you? And then she'll be like, I'm Pam, who are you? And I'll be like, I'm the owner of this house because I'm the girlfriend of 6 months. Bitch. No, she's not a bitch. She's lovely. Okay, I'm waffling. I'm rabbiting on about shit. And we have some juicy dilemmas today. Let me tell you that. So, without further ado, let's jump straight on into this week's episodes. Okay, so this week's question of the week is, what is your best pickup line? So maybe you're giving these out on Tinder, on Hinge, maybe you're giving them out in person. I don't know, do people like go up to people in person and give a pickup line? I feel like that's a dating app thing. Like, I feel like no one's going up to somebody in person and being like, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Like, are we doing that? If we are, slay. That's my new word. Slay queen, I'm loving it. Yeah, if you have the balls to do that, fucking too right, you do that. But I feel like maybe we're like sending these to people, like sliding into DMs, popping them on Hinge, on Tinder, on all those dating apps. So let's see your best pickup lines. And who knows, guys, maybe you'll learn a new pickup line that you're going to use on someone and meet the love of your life. So we've got, starting off with I don't know if this is a pickup line, it's just cute. Do you want to go back to yours so I can meet your cat? I love that we're just assuming lesbians have cats. It's a good assumption. Do you want to reenact the Titanic? I'll be the ship and you can go down. As in, you can go down on me. Get your head between my legs, bitch. I'm being quite aggressive today, aren't I? Everyone's a bitch today. Oh. Okay. At the bar/restaurant waiting to order. What do you fancy? Except from me. Oh, smooth. I like that. I always say to Lucy, I'm like, oh, I'm so hot. And like, as in like sweating, like it's too hot in here. And I was like, excuse me. I said I was hot. And she's like, yeah, you are. I'm like, yeah, I know I am. We've got, someone just said, this would actually involve talking to another woman. Yeah, fair. That's the thing. Like, some people don't have the balls just to go up to someone and be like, so what do you fancy? Well, except from me. But I guess maybe we like start doing it on like dating apps, start sliding into DMs, get some confidence, and then we try them in person. I'm filing a complaint with TripAdvisor because they forgot to list you as one of the best places to eat out around here. That is elite. What a top tier. What's the word? What are they called? Pickup line. I forgot what they were called then. If someone said that to me, I'd be like, oh, thanks. Wow. God, that's got me feeling some kind of way. I like that one. Are you the chicken or the egg? Either way, I'll make you come first. Oh, smooth. I like it. You know, all girly popsers love the idea of like being put first, being looked after, being taken care of, coming first in the bedroom. That was smooth. I like it. You guys, you're getting me feeling some kind of way. I'm getting a bit hot and flustered in here. I should turn my radiators off. Okay. Aside from taking my breath away, what do you do for a living? Oh, I like it. Smooth. You don't need one. You just pretend you're not interested. Oh, I see. So you're doing the like playing hard to get side of things. You're like, I'm not interested. Like, yeah, you're all right. You're not really my type. I see. So we're playing the like, don't give too much away cards. I like it. My dog says hi to your dog. Cute. Not really a pickup line, but I love your necklace or I love your top, and deliberately touch their necklace or their top. That's what they say, isn't it? It's like, you know, it's like, oh, you got a hair on your face. Oh, you got a bit of soup on your lip. Like, let me get it for you. It's like that physical touch. Like, it instantly takes it from what could be a friendship thing to a romantic thing, I think. You know, if it's like, oh my God, I love your trousers. Like, that's such a nice top. That's, oh, let me see your earrings. Like, even if it is like, oh, you got a hair on your face. Like, even if they genuinely have a hair on their face and you're just being a good person, like, instantly that, like, physical touch makes it romantic, I think. So that is cute. I love it. Are we going to keep eye contact, or are you finally going to ask me out? So you're, like, being ballsy, being like, are you going to ask me out? And then expecting them to be ballsy asking you out. It's like the dominant energy from both ends. I like it. Okay, I'll do two more. Have we met before? I swear you look like my next girlfriend. That is cute. I feel like that's one that you would like use to like start a conversation on like Tinder or Hinge, wouldn't it? Like, I swear we've met before. Did I ever tell you guys when I was on dating apps the second time around, so after my first breakup, I'd matched with someone. I think they were maybe a year or two younger than me. And they were like, oh, do you remember me? And I was like, no, sorry, should I? They were like, oh yeah, we went to school together. And I literally wanted to combust because I thought if you're like a year or so younger, because I'm like the older end of my age bracket, sounds like you were at least like a school year or two below me. That just felt disgusting. Like, we said this last week, like, there's nothing wrong with like dating someone of different ages, but I feel like when you put it in school terms, like if I was a year 11 dating a year 9, that's horrific. But if I was 24 dating a 22-year-old, like, there's no issue with that. But if I think of it in like school year terms, that sounds horrific. And genuinely, guys, like, I did not recognize this girl. Like, I kind of blanked school from my memory, but I have no recollection of ever seeing this girl at school whatsoever. But I was just like, oh my God, that's horrific. Like, I've just matched with someone I went to school with on Tinder. Yuck. Didn't go anywhere, obviously, because I met my future wifey. But yeah, I just thought, oh my God, that's awful. But yeah, I had like, do you remember me? I was like, probably expecting a pickup line, like, because I swear you look like my next girlfriend, because I had no idea I went to school with this person. But yeah, I feel like that's a very like Tinder, Hinge based pickup line. Like, have I ever seen you before? Because that's going to catch someone's attention instantly. They're going to think, fuck, do I know this person? Then, because I swear you look like my next girlfriend, they're going to be like, ah, they're going to like it. I just echoed. Did you hear that? Echo! Wow, I just echoed. Okay, last one. Would you like to kiss me passionately on the lips, then work your way up to my belly? Oh! We all know what lips you're talking about, because it ain't them. If you're working your way up, we're starting down here and working our way up. That was my favourite one. No, what was my favourite one? Let's read back through them. I think it's a TripAdvisor. I'm filing a complaint. Oh, I can't speak. That wasn't sexy at all, was it? Sorry, guys. Let me try and hit on you all again. I'm filing a complaint with TripAdvisor because they forgot to list you as one of the best places to eat out around here. Like, are you kidding? That's so fucking sexy. Like, that is so fucking sexy. Now, because we're kind of on about eating out, about Lesbian Lex, we're going to jump straight into today's first dilemma because it's all about the Lesbian Lex and the eating of the pussy. So we have got, I'm so confused on what position I'm supposed to be in when having lesbian lex with fingers and tongue. Now, like I said in the lesbian lex episodes, I do not claim to be a lesbian lex expert, especially not in this department. It's not really my thing. I'm more the one who likes to receive, if you get what I'm saying. But I feel like, let's try and put ourselves in this situation, guys. Because I get your head sort of moving and your hands are in a vagina. I mean, you don't necessarily need to do a bit of both. You could do a bit of finger, do a bit of tongue, do a bit of finger, do a bit of tongue. I feel like maybe you need to be propped up on your elbow a little bit. So you because your hand needs to be able to move. And then just have your head right in between the legs in the vagina. I feel like I'm not the best person to ask for this one. We need a masked lesbian in here, because that's their forte, not me, not little Billy Princess Juliet Taylor. I'm kind of struggling on this one, because normally my eyes are closed when this is happening. Yeah, maybe it's just prop up on the elbow. Maybe you don't even need to be going in and out with your fingers. Maybe it just needs to be when you move them around, but you're not going in and out, you're sort of moving your fingers up and down with the head. That was disgusting, wasn't it? Ew, I feel sick. Can't believe I've just done that. Yuck. Head in between the vagina, lick, lick, lick. Fingers are just moving up and down. Maybe try that out. See how it goes. Good luck. Let us know. If you figure out the solution, let us know, because even I could be enlightened, because I have no fucking clue. Moving on. So, I have always identified as bisexual. However, I feel like I don't know who I am now, or what I'm supposed to label myself as. I'm a female, and my partner is a male, and we have children together. Since being with him, it's I don't find men or women attractive. I only find him attractive. Am I bisexual? Or am I straight? I am so confused. You're bisexual, my queen. You literally said you've always identified as bisexual. Bisexual means you like men and women. So you've ended up with a man, you've had kids with this man, you're very happy with this man, but up until that point, you probably dated around with men and women. I feel like a lot of people are bisexual, but they tend to end up with a man for possibly the ease of having a family. If you like men and women, you're going to have a much easier route to having a family with a man, because all they have to do is poom, 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 sperm, baby. Women, we have to do a lot more than that. Woman and woman, woman living woman. So, yeah, you're still bisexual. The fact that you're married to a man and have kids with a man doesn't make you any less bisexual. And I'm sure a lot of people probably have this thought, even if you're a bisexual who ends up with the woman, they probably then start to think, well, does that just make me a lesbian? Because I'm married to a woman who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. So am I a lesbian because I'm never going to be with a man? But that's not the case at all. And then to add to that, who gives a fuck what your label is anyway? You do you. Don't let the fact that you're with a man make you question your sexuality and, am I still really bisexual, or am I just straight, or is he the only person I have eyes for? Because that's how you want to feel, isn't it? You want to feel like your partner is the only person that you have eyes for, So you're literally saying you don't find anyone else attractive anymore. So you've won the lottery, you've hit the jackpot, because you only have eyes for your partner. You're not being tempted by other women or other men. You're literally saying, I only fancy him. So that's brilliant. But yes, you're still bisexual. God forbid you did break up, which I hope you don't, because you have kids and a family, and I'm sure you're very happy. You probably put yourself back on the market for men and women again, So you're still bisexual. You're just married to a man. There's bisexual girls out there who'll be married to a woman. There's bisexual men who'll be married to a man. There's bisexual men who'll be married to a woman. There's so many different ways it could turn out, but beyond the marriage, beyond the kids, you're bisexual. Maybe you're not anymore. Maybe you're straight. Maybe you've gone, I don't fancy women anymore. But I think you're still bisexual. You just have found the person for you, which means you don't have eyes for anyone else, which is that not everyone's dream, to find somebody that looks at them and literally only has eyes for them. They don't get tempted by anyone else. They only have eyes for you. Because for me, that would be the dream situation. So I think you have definitely hit the jackpot. So don't be so hard on yourself, and don't put so much pressure on yourself to like decide what label you still are, because you're you and that's what that matters, and you're happy. So, period. That's on period. What's it with me trying to like be cool at the minute? You know, like slay queen, period. I don't know what's got into me. Oh, okay. Moving on. I am a late in life lesbian, currently going through a divorce from my husband. I met someone early after my separation, and I've fallen for her really quickly. We said I love you after 3 weeks. That's giving lesbians if I've ever heard of them. 3 weeks. I love it. I think Lucy and I were dating after like maybe 3 weeks as well, to be quite honest with you. It's just, that's the thing. Like, I was talking to my dad yesterday and he was like, God, lesbians move fast, don't they? And I was like, yeah, because you just both have this connection that's so like undeniable. And when you're with a man, I feel like women, you're putting in so much more effort to like do romantic things. But when you're with another woman, you both are so excited to do all these romantic things. So naturally you just move quicker, and women are so much fitter than men. So of course you want to kiss them and sleep with them and tell them that you love them and become their girlfriends instantaneously. Of course. So I'm so happy for you, Queen. My question is, do I just embrace it? Hell yeah, you do. We have a wild connection and chemistry, and the sex is amazing. Yeah, I bet going from having a husband, I'm assuming you've been with him for a couple of years, maybe even longer, you've been having this straight sex all your life where it's very like heel calm, like not really fussed about you, like whatever, and now you've gone to having this incredible lesbian sex. Like, oh, I'm so excited for you. We non-stop message and speak regularly too. She always seems to say the right things. I constantly miss her and I just want to see her all the time. I guess I'm just scared of being hurt. Okay, we need to not be so scared of being hurt. Like, you found this incredible connection. Yeah, it probably seems a bit wild to you because things have moved and progressed so quick, and it's been 3 weeks and you're already loving each other and, you know, jumping into so many things that probably with your ex-husband, you like, it maybe took you months to get to the stage of being a girlfriend and saying I love you, and having like, I feel like normally sex starts off like quite vanilla until you sort of learn each other's bodies and learn what each other like, and then you can like go for it more or less, you know. No one's going less, are they? Everyone's going more. You're all spicy motherfuckers out there. I know what you lesbians are like. Yeah, what was I saying? I got too excited thinking about lesbian sex then. But yeah, like, why not embrace it? Why not let yourself finally feel happy, finally feel the love that you deserve to feel? Because clearly you weren't getting that from your ex-husband because he's your ex-husband, you know? You would have still been together if you were meant to be together. But clearly you're not. That wasn't the life you were meant to live. That wasn't the love you were meant to receive. You've now found somebody that's giving you exactly what you need. And maybe she's not going to be your life partner. Maybe she just is your first lesbian romance, and it's this wild, incredible, passionate love for 6 months. And then it fizzles out and you realise, actually, okay, that's not what I want from a woman. I think when you first date a woman, if you don't quite know what your type is, I think it's quite tricky. Because with a man, you basically have men. With women, you can have very feminine women, very masculine women. You know, it takes a while sometimes to figure out what you like from a woman. So maybe it is, you know, you're just sort of testing out the water, seeing what you like, figuring out what you like in bed with a woman, and then you can go on to find your dream woman. But by the sounds of it, like, there's no red flags. Like, you say, like, you speak constantly, like, you know, you're in contact. She's not like having sex with you, then not speaking to you for 3 days. Like, you're constantly in contact, you're together, you're having a great time, you have a great connection. You said she always says like what you want to hear. So she's obviously, you know, telling you that you're beautiful and that you're so sexy and telling you all these nice things. So don't get in your head about it and make it not as good as it could be just because you're thinking, oh my God, like it's too good to be true almost. And I get that, like, it's so easy to feel like something is too good to be true, especially when coming out of a relationship that just was not what met you, like what you wanted at all, and like it didn't meet your expectations, and now you're meeting someone that's like blowing the expectations out the water. Like, it's going from like one extreme to another, 0 to 100, like dead fast. But just enjoy it, relax into it. Like I said, it might not end up being the relationship you're in for the rest of your life, and that's okay. We're allowed to be in relationships that are just like to explore and to figure out what we like and to test the waters out almost. And then when we're looking for our next girlfriend, we go, okay, I know exactly what I'm looking for, because with that girl, the sex was amazing, but it fizzled out after a while, and this became too much and I didn't get enough of this. Like, you'll figure out what you need from a relationship. So just let yourself enjoy it. And whether it's 6 months, 6 years, 6 weeks, just have a good time with it. Don't put any pressure on the situation. I hope that helps. Okay, moving on. Oh, I'm doing that awful thing where it like circles and loads for ages. Okay. Guys, we've got so many juicy ones. I don't even know which one to do. Which one should we do? Give me a number between 1 and 4. Let's pick between one of these 4. Okay, you pick number... Shall we actually get a random number generator to do it? Okay. Random number How do you spell generator? Maybe like that? Random number generator. 1 to 4. Okay. 1 to 4. Okay. Generate. Number 2. Okay. It's number 2. Do you want me to prove it to you guys? It's saying number 2. Okay, so I'll show you. This is dilemma number 1. Let's move to dilemma number 2. Okay, here we go. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 7 months. Prior to dating, we were friends. During that time, we were just friends and hanging out with a mutual friend who was also a lesbian. So you were hanging out with this girl, with another girl. You're all lesbians, but no one's dating each other. I remember her saying that it is weird to have a foot fetish. And my dilemma is that I have a foot fetish and I don't know whether to tell her. Okay, so obviously you've heard from her prior to dating that she's like, oh, it's a bit weird if someone has a foot fetish. And now you've ended up dating and you're thinking, fuck, I have a foot fetish, but I know she's not really into that sort of thing. Okay, I get why you're a bit on edge to tell her. I am petrified that by me telling her, it will gross her out and she will see me in a completely different light. Whenever we hang out together in mine or her apartment, she is always barefoot, and this really turns me on. She has beautiful high-arched feet and gets pedicures regularly. White nail polish looks especially amazing on her gorgeous toes. I'm a French tip on the toe girly. I used to be a white toe girly, but in recent years I've developed the French tip toe and I'm here for it. I fantasize about sucking on each of her toes, nibbling on her heels and licking the soles of her feet. Just thinking about it gets me wet. Do you think I should pluck up the courage and reveal that I have a foot fetish? P.S. I love your podcast. Thank you so much for all you do to support the lesbian community. Oh, thank you. I love you. Okay. I completely understand where you're coming from, feeling like, oh, I'm scared to say this. I think even if she hadn't mentioned she had like an issue with the foot fetish, I feel like it's always a bit like uncomfortable mentioning something that's like so personal to you. Like, you know, asking for anything in the bedroom, like whether it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to think, like really rough sex, like bomb stuff, sucking on nipples, like stuff that's like not necessarily like your general sex. Like when you think of sex, you don't think of like that thing. It's sometimes awkward to bring that into conversation because you're not sure how the other person's going to react. But you're now adding like an extra level to this because this person's already told you that they think it's weird. But clearly, this person loves you. This person really likes you because you've gone from a friendship to a relationship. Now, I think you tell them you don't want to be in a relationship where you're having to keep such a big part of yourself a secret. Like, that's so unfair to you and you're doing yourself a disservice by not allowing yourself to explore this. So I would bring it up. You know, maybe we start off small. Maybe we start just with like a little toe suck and then we can develop to all the other things that you're really interested in doing. Like, hopefully she'll be willing to meet you halfway, hear you out on it. Maybe she's like, listen, it's just not something I'm comfortable with. I don't want you anywhere near my feet. And then you're going to have to think, okay, am I comfortable never being able to do foot stuff with this person? Or do I want to go find somebody who's going to be up for it with me? But I think, like she said, it's weird before, but I feel like people sometimes say that to put the scent off themselves. Like, oh God, I think it's weird that people do that. Maybe she's just saying that because secretly she likes it. You never know. And just mention it. Hopefully she would be willing to at least give it a go with you and see where she stands. And she might go, listen, babe, I wanted to give it a go for you, but it just felt wrong. I didn't enjoy it whatsoever. Please, can we not do that again? Or she might say, actually, I kind of enjoyed it. And then you might say, okay, what if we tried this next time? Or I know I have two lesbian friends. Now, they are very comfortable with each other. They've been together for quite a long time. And they kind of do this thing in the bedroom where, I don't know how I know this, they just tell me all these things. They're very open. But they'll do this thing where they'll just do something and see what the other person thinks. Like she said one time, so they were in 69, I think, and she just leaned forward and sucked her partner's toe. Like, she didn't say, don't want to suck your toe. They hadn't previously spoke about it. She just did it. And she said her partner absolutely fucking loved it. So maybe it's worth just like trying it and just going for it. But I think with this person, you might be better off just going for a little conversation, being like, even make it a joke, like, what would you do if I sucked your toe? Like, see what she says. She'll be like, ew, I'd like fucking kick you in the face. You'll be like, oh, but like, I'm serious. Like, I actually think I would quite enjoy that. Like, could we see what happens if we did that? If you don't enjoy it, it's fine. We'll never do it again. Like we always say, communication is key. And that's the T. Why do I think I'm cool? Like, why do I think I'm cool? That's the T, sis. Like, who the fuck do I think I am? I'm 24 years old. I need to get a grip. Ew. But yeah, that is the T. Communication is key. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. God, if I lose loads of listeners after this episode, I know why. I'm being strange. I don't know what's got into me. I haven't eaten food yet today. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm food deprived. And literally, guys, yesterday, do you want to know what I ate? Literally a slice of cake and a bit of quiche. That's all I had to eat. What a foul day for eating. I woke up starving at like 5 a.m. because I didn't eat anything yesterday and I still haven't eaten today. Don't recommend it, kids. Eat your greens, eat your vegetables, eat your chocolate cake. I'm going to go buy a hot chocolate and have some lunch after this because I'm fucking starving. That's definitely why I'm strange today. But yeah, communicate with her. Bring it up. See what she says. Really sort of show her. Maybe start it off like maybe in a jokey way. Like, oh, what would you do if I did this? See how she goes. And then we can go, listen, I'm actually quite into this stuff. Like, I didn't necessarily want to say anything and like put you off me, but it's something I'm really like keen to try and explore. And if that's not for you, that's fine. But it's something that I'm going to take myself to go and explore. You know, like you want to be in a relationship where you feel like you are fulfilled, where your sex life is fulfilled. You don't want to be having sex with this girl for the rest of your life, looking at her white toenails and her high arched feet, thinking, oh my God, all I want to do is lick them and put them in my mouth. Do you want to put yourself through that for the rest of your life? Not just letting yourself explore and try and ask the question. Like, put yourself out there, see what she says. If it's a really bad response, then we can, you know, come up with a solution from there. But just give it a go, bring it up, see what she says, and please give us an update. Let us know if she goes with it, if she shoots you down. And like I said, we'll go from there. We'll figure out a solution and a plan from there. But I think first point of call is just to talk about it, bring it up. So, guys, thank you so much for listening. We're going to wrap up this week's episode here. But let me tell you, we have some juicy, juicy dilemmas for the next few weeks' episodes. So make sure you are tuning in every Thursday. Eps come out at midnight. And honestly, I wake up in the morning and there's already been so many streams and downloads. So maybe some people work night shifts and they put the pod on as soon as it comes out. So I love you guys. If that's you, what a cutie pie. But yeah, whenever you listen, however you listen, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Podbean, there's loads of these different podcast apps that get listens on. So wherever you listen, however you listen, whenever you listen, I love you and I'm so grateful for you. Make sure if you're on YouTube, you give us a like and a subscribe. Make sure if you're on Apple, Spotify, or the podcast apps, you download and you leave us a 5-star review. Eek. Thank you. I'd appreciate that a lot. Make sure you send in your dilemmas. The link will be in the description of this episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at thelesbianlounge.podcast. And I'll speak to you on next Thursday for a brand new episode. I love you all so much. Bye.